Hello everyone, in front of me is a new addition to our inventory here at Hoffman Ford. This is a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Badlands. This Bronco Sport is available for sale right now here at Hoffman Ford. So today I'm going to take you on a quick tour of this vehicle to show you how it's equipped. To start off, this is a Badlands trim level of the Ford Bronco Sport. So it is the highest, most off-road capable Bronco Sport that you can get from the factory. This vehicle is going to come equipped with a 2-liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine, and of course it's going to have all-wheel drive just like every other Bronco Sport. But here in the Badlands you are going to get a twin clutch all-wheel drive system, which mimics the ability for the vehicle to have a rear locking differential and give you some more off-road capability. Other than that, the vehicle comes equipped with Ford Co-Pilot 360 Assist Plus, and the vehicle is in Eruption green. It's this very nice metallic flaked green color, and it looks great here on this Bronco Sport. Let's take a quick look here in the front end. To start off, the Bronco Sports, most of them are going to have this carbonized gray grille outside of an outer banks, but here on the Badlands you're going to get a nice carbonized gray grille, and the grille design itself actually mimics what you're going to see on the bigger brother, the Ford Bronco. You get Bronco in white lettering across the front, and you do get a front-facing camera, but no side cameras here on the Bronco Sport, just front and rear. Over here with our headlights, you get a nice daytime running LED that goes along here in the center of the headlight and then around the actual headlight itself. Your turn signal is integrated into this as well, which is these little lights up and down from that daytime running light. And then below here, you're gonna get set of LED fog lamps, and then you get 2 recovery hooks. No front-facing parking sensors here in the Bronco Sport. Over here with the wheels and tires, you get a nice set of Falken Wild Peak AT3s, really nice set of all-terrain tires, and then you get a 17-inch carbonized gray aluminum wheel. Badlands badging over here on the driver door. You get standard black plastic mirror caps, no painted mirror caps here on the Bronco Sport, but on the flip side you are going to get that blind spot monitoring, which is included in that Ford Co-Pilot 360 package I mentioned before. You're going to get body colored door handles. They are proximity door handles over here in the front, so keep the key in your pocket, slip your hand through the door handle to unlock, and tap these lines over here on the handle to lock the vehicle. You also get the keyless entry keypad over here on the driver door. One other thing to note on the exterior of the Ford Bronco Sport Badlands, you are going to get a nice carbonized gray roof. Some of the different models are going to be body colored, some will be black, depending on what trim level you pick, but here in the Badlands you get a nice carbonized gray roof. Good accent color, goes with the wheels, and then your fender flare arch, and then the grille itself. Let's check out the inside now. Over here on the door panel, you get power windows, locks, and mirror controls. You get 3 memory options here for the driver's seat, and both your driver and passenger here in the front are power adjustable. Here's a look at our seat. These are leather seats. Get a nice brown and then black through the center. Very soft, comfortable seats. And then on the seat back itself, you get the Bronco emblem embossed into the back, and it's a nice suede material. It's a good accent from your standard leather seating. Over here, just left of our steering wheel, you're gonna get your lighting controls with automatic headlamps, and then a button to open up the rear hatch. And then over here on our turn signal stalk, if you can see that, vehicle does have lane keep assist, and you can activate that by pressing the end of that stalk. Taking a quick look at the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, you're going to have your cruise control options with adaptive cruise control up here, and then you have your volume up and down and mute button. On the right-hand side, you're going to have a couple of menu option buttons to correspond with that center screen, and then you get your voice assistant, and then phone, answer, and then hang up, as well as skip forward and backward. Over here with our gauge cluster, this is pretty much the exact same gauge cluster you're going to see in some Ford Maverick trim levels, in your Ford Escape, and now here in the Ford Bronco Sport. They are all on the same platform, so that does make sense. A lot of this in the interior of the vehicle is actually shared between those different vehicles. So over here with our gauge cluster, you get a productivity screen here in the center, analog tachometer on the left, and then speedometer on the right. Gas gauge down below that, gear indicator here in the center, and then engine temperature over to the left. Just above the screen on our dashboard, you notice you get the B&O audio system. It's a 10-speaker system. You get a nice 8-inch Sync 3 infotainment screen with navigation and backup camera with guidelines. You do have sensors there in the back. And then if you do want to see the front of the vehicle, you have to press on this button over here, and that will activate the front camera so you can see what's in front of you. Just to the left of that, you're going to get your auto stop start button, hazard, volume, and 2 knobs to the left and right. And then you're going to get a play pause, skip forward and backwards to turn the screen off or minimize the screen. You can actually go and just see the time and date and then turn it off and then turn it back on using that button. Get a engine stop start button, small rubberized cubby in here to store your phone or your keys or your wallet if you'd like to. And then you have 2 HVAC vents on the left and right of the screen, as well as over here on the left-hand side of your steering wheel and on the far right of the vehicle itself. Below that, you have your HVAC system. So you have dual zone automatic climate control. The temperature is actually displayed up on the screen, so if you do adjust it, it will change. Down below this, we have our fan speed. You have heated seats here in the front and then a heated steering wheel, which is nice. You get a wireless charging pad down below, as well as a USB Type-C and Type-A and a 12-volt outlet down here. All of this is rubberized, so whatever you put down there will not rattle around. We have a rotary gear selector, exactly the same one that is in the Ford Maverick and Ford Escape. Electronic parking brake, auto hold feature, 2 cup holders, and then a small little area over here if you wanted to put your key in here, or if you wanted to actually store something else, you probably could put a small little thing of gum in there. Just behind your gear selector, you're going to have your GOAT mode, similar to what you're going to see on the Ford Bronco. So if I do rotate this dial up on the screen, you can cycle between the different drive modes that are available. Over here, we have our hill descent assist, off-road, our traction control off, our 4-wheel drive lock, and then our electronic rear locker. You can turn those on using those buttons right there. Get a nice brown padded armrest and a pretty large center console with 2 USB-Cs in there. And let's check out the back seat now. So over here in the back seat, same seating material and color combination, same suede in the seat back itself. You're gonna get a fold down center armrest with 2 cup holders. And then here in the seat back itself of the driver and passenger, there's a little pocket you can unzip and store items in. Nice little orange accent, just like the Badlands badge. And then you get this little panel over here of molly hooks that you can go and hook things onto using a carabiner. Get 2 HVAC vents here for your rear passengers. Then you get a 110 volt AC outlet and then 2 USB-Cs. One other thing that is specific to the Badlands trim level, you can only get this in the Badlands, is over here just behind your passenger in the rear. There is a small button. Let me see if I can get a good look at that. There's this little button. So if you do press this on the seat and lift up, you do have a storage area to put things. There's a little shoe emblem or boot emblem in here. So if you do have muddy shoes that you just want to store and don't have either down below over here on your rubberized floor mat, which is standard on the Badlands, or if you want to put it in the back, you can store it down here. If you do have items you want to keep out of sight, you can put it underneath the seat. Finally, let's check out the cargo area. It's a good look at the back. You get nice Bronco Sport in white lettering here in the back, LED tail lamps, and then you get your rear parking sensors there on the rear bumper. You get 2 options to open up the back. So on the left, there's a rubber button to open up just the glass, just like you would on an older Ford Escape. You can lift that up and then access your cargo area from here, or you can close that and then press the door option. That will pop open your hatch. And then here's a look at your cargo area. This does have the cargo table, which you can fold out. This also has the rubberized floor trays. You get carpet floor mats. There are rubberized mats that actually go on the seat back over here. As you see these little buttons to clip into, you can actually go and set that up so this whole cargo area could be rubberized. So if you do have stuff that's pretty dirty back here and you don't want it to ruin the back of your seats, you can do that. And if you're especially going to fold them down and store things, it's a super nice and helpful feature to be able to know that no matter what you slide back here, it's not going to ruin the back of your seats, which is cool. You also get a rubber cargo mat back here, and then underneath of that, if I can lift this up, you get a spare tire down here. It's a small button to turn on the cargo light, which is down here. And then you also get lights over here on the back of your hatch, which are directional. So if you need some extra light, you can use those. And that's just about it for this 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Badlands. If you have any questions about this vehicle, or if you'd like to stop by today and take it for a test drive, stop by our showroom at 5200 Jonestown Road here in Harrisburg. Shop online at hoffmanford.com or give us a call at 717-657-1600. Thank you.